Hey friends, happy Sunday and welcome back to another week of What's for Dinner and happy New Year's Eve. Today I have our weekly What's for Dinner to share with you as usual, but this one is very short and sweet. I made a bunch of just simple, easy stuff this week, except for Christmas Day. I did a lot of cooking Christmas Day, but I didn't really show any of that because it's just too much going on, trying to do too much at once, and it's hard to know like what to film, and so I don't film on the holidays because it's just too much for me to keep track of. If you missed it, last week's What's for Dinner didn't go up on Sunday. Some of you may have noticed that, but it did go up on Friday, and that one's a bit longer with some more meal ideas. So I will have that link down below for you in case you missed it. But let's go ahead and get into this week's What's for Dinner. Friday night, we started off with just some simple grilled cheese and tomato soup. I used the plain Toronto bread from Aldi, and then we had some Munster cheese and some cheddar cheese on there, and then just our favorite Progresso hearty tomato soup. Saturday night, I made Brunswick Stew. I wanted to use up the last of the turkey that was in the freezer from Thanksgiving, so I just used turkey in this. I wanted to do that because we would be adding more turkey to the freezer with the turkey that we cooked on Christmas. So I have made this Brunswick Stew many times before. The only difference this time is that I only use turkey instead of chicken or pork, and I will leave the video for that down below. I have no picture or video from Sunday, which was Christmas Eve, but we always go have Christmas with Andy's side of the family on Christmas Eve, and we do snacky type stuff like buffalo chicken dip, cheese and crackers, meatballs. I always make pasta salad for that, so that was my contribution to dinner on Christmas Eve. And then Monday we had Christmas like late lunch at our house, which my brother was there and his wife Riley and my aunt and my uncle and my stepdad, and we just opened presents and had some good food. We had the deep fried turkey, we had ham, mashed potatoes and gravy, mac and cheese, carrots, green bean casserole, deviled eggs, rolls. I forgot to take out the cranberry sauce, and then we also had like snacky stuff beforehand, like cheese and crackers and shrimp cocktail and all of the things. And then, of course, Tuesday night, we just had leftovers from Christmas Day. I remembered to pull out the cranberry sauce this time because I love me some mashed potatoes, gravy, turkey, and cranberry sauce like in one bite together. It's one of my favorite parts of like Christmas and Thanksgiving is the bites of that. Wednesday night, we had turkey and gravy over egg noodles, and we also used up some of the leftover carrots. So I've got a whole bunch of leftover turkey. I'm going to take some of that out and dice it up, and then I'm bringing some salted water to a boil to cook up some egg noodles. I had to like mostly go on packages of egg noodles, so I just mixed them together and made those. And then I'm going to cook up 3 packets of turkey gravy. You can cook up however much you want, depending on how many people you're making this for. But I was making it for the 4 of us, and then we wanted leftovers for the next day for lunch. So I'm just going to cook up these 3 packets of turkey gravy according to the package directions. If you have leftover turkey gravy, you could also just use that. I didn't have very much leftover, so I'm going to make this, and then once it starts to kind of thicken up, then I add in whatever leftover turkey gravy I had and also my turkey that I've diced up, and then I just let it continue to simmer over a low heat until everything is warmed through, and then we just serve this on top of egg noodles. And it's definitely my family's like favorite meal with leftover turkey. They go crazy for it. They love it, and they always look forward to this a couple days after Thanksgiving and Christmas. You will notice that I basically make the same 2 or 3 meals immediately after Thanksgiving, Christmas. This video is almost identical to my What's for Dinner that I did right after Thanksgiving. And then to go with this, we also had some leftover carrots, so we went ahead and finished those off as well. And then after this meal, the rest of the turkey that I didn't use in it, I went ahead and threw in the freezer to use in the future. And finally, the last meal of the week was some ham and cheese sliders to use up the last of the ham that we had from Christmas. So I like to use these brioche rolls from Aldi. I mention them all the time when I make sliders. Just cut them in half We prefer these. I know a lot of people like King's Hawaiian. Those are too sweet for us. These slightly sweet because they are brioche rolls, but they are not as sweet as like King's Hawaiian. So we prefer these. And then I just layered on a bunch of the ham. As you can see, I set aside like 4 of the rolls because Andy was not home at this time, and I prefer to make him like some fresh sliders when he gets home a couple hours later. So I just set those to the side for him, and then we'll just make them. When I made them for him, I actually made them in the air fryer, so that it was a little bit faster, but all of this wouldn't fit easily in the air fryer for me and the kids. So I just made it in the oven. I've got the oven preheating to 350. And once I got my ham on there, then I topped it with some cheddar cheese. You could do whatever cheese you want, but we really like the combination of some sharp cheddar and ham. And then I have melted some butter in a little dish, and to that I added some Dijon mustard or some stone ground mustard, whatever you prefer. This time I did do stone ground because I have it and it's delicious. And I just brushed that all over the top. And then I'm going to cover this with foil, stick it in the oven, and bake for 25 minutes with the foil on, and then an additional 5 minutes with the foil off to get it a little bit crispy on the outside. And that's it. Serve it with whatever you want. Sometimes we do salad, but we were nearing the end of like the groceries that we had in the fridge, so we didn't really have any fresh veggies. So we just had some tater tots on the side of this, and of course they were delicious. And that is going to be it for this week's What's for Dinner. I know it's short and sweet and not a lot of new stuff, but I hope this still helped motivate you to cook for your family. I hope y'all have a great start to the new year, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.